Hi everyone, it's Caleb Coles here. I'm an Australian singer-songwriter. Today I'm going to be reacting to Dimash's new music video called Golden. Apologies, I didn't react to it a little bit earlier. I actually started a new job and then I had a few kind of health things. Nothing major, I'm all good. But yeah, just put a bit of spanner in the works for me posting some new videos. So anyway, I'm back and really keen to hear this brand new Dimash music video. I have gone in a little bit blind. I don't know what to expect, but that's kind of the way I like it, so I can be shocked and surprised. So let's get into it. If you end up enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. Let's do it.
They're always looking at you like you're some kind of freak, like a spider if you disappear. Think that you can hurt them, but with every word you speak, we can see only chase them down. So when the silence starts to fade and the ashes keep on falling, then behind this masquerade we golden. They can say what they can say, but we're still not running over. Still we are golden.
Okay, I'll try not to pause it too many times, but yeah, I was not expecting that. So straight off the bat, it's far more kind of like a mini movie kind of sci-fi thing, as you can see, which is really cool because I love that Dimash is experimenting and going into using the mediums of obviously video and storytelling and music together. I mean, I know recently Dimash just did his manga as well, so he obviously loves stories and storytelling, and you could see, you know, it's like this seems like a dystopian world to some degree, that they're being spied on using technology, and Dimash is fighting against them, and you know the chick he was with is now being shot or something. It's all happening, which is really cool. They even had the golden kind of in embossed writing. Really cool. So hey, I don't want to interrupt it anymore. I like the song so far, but yeah, let's just keep watching. Ooh, Dimash is in trouble, looks like.
For all the broken pieces and for all the disbeliever, for all the time they told you how to live. Did the dark judge us by the way we might go skin? The son of how they treat this found within.
Okay, I have to pause it there because I'll forget if I don't mention it now. Dimash did something really interesting then, which I haven't heard him do before, which is a little bit of over-compression in his mid-range. I don't know what the lyric was. Maybe it was the treasures found within, but he goes, within! It's just a little bit of grit, a little bit of distortion. He's still using his kind of even vibrato speed. I just did a video on Dimash's vibrato. If you want to learn more about his vibrato, check that out. But he's still got that beautiful even vibrato, but he just adds in that grit. Treasures found, even vibrato, found within. Then a little bit of grit. Probably not that much, and it didn't actually sound anything like that. But that kind of technique, even vibrato, then bring in just a little bit of over compression, which is cool because it means that his singing is adding an extra dimension. It makes it sound more gritty and raw and in your face and emotional, which really matches this kind of grungy dystopian sci-fi feel that we're seeing that the story is about. And I've said it a million times. Good singing is all about good storytelling, and that's using different tools to convey different emotions. So that is super amazing. Let's keep watching.
So when the silence starts to fade and the ashes keep on falling,
I love how it picks up in this part. It's like more upbeat and happy.
we gonna live. They can say what they can say, but we're still the drawing over. We are gonna live.
You hear that?
You've got a lot of balls stealing my money. And then hanging around all these lowlives. I will find you. Imbecile. Come and get her. I will have you on your knees.
Don't tick off Dimash. He'll get serious on you.
Finally.
We are golden. We are golden. So when the silence starts to fade and the ashes keep on falling, then behind this masquerade, they can say what they can say, but we're still the drawing over. We are golden.
Awesome. That was so cool. It was like a kind of sci-fi dystopian Robin Hood kind of vibe. Like he was setting things right and giving money back to the poor, I suppose, or the people that needed the money that were ripped off. And he was doing it. And then at the end, they kind of all band together to fight the evil. Like he wasn't alone after all. Just some really kind of cool messages, and it was done really well. I mean, sometimes when you shoot for something that's a little bit different and a little bit more, say, sci-fi or something like that, it can come across as corny or just a little bit weird if you don't nail it, if the production value is not high and if the acting isn't good. But this was really good. It came across really well. It added to the music, which was awesome. Now, talking about the music, because there were a lot of visuals that can kind of take your attention. It was cool because to me, what it sounded like was very much like the production style and even some of the vocal style of something like Imagine Dragons. A very pop, almost dance-inspired, very synth, heavy kind of kick bass, those kind of elements, with vocals that are a little bit more reminiscent of kind of rock and a little bit more grungy and even a little bit more distorted and overdriven in the overall tone of the music. And that's what it sounded like, which is, I think, a great direction for Dimash in general. I liked how the song had a more darker kind of verse feel, and then it kind of picks up into the pre-chorus and the chorus where it says, we are golden, which kind of matches the lyric. Really, really cool. Now, I'm trying to think of things that I didn't like as much. Not that I need to dig to find something I didn't like as much, but there was one thing that kind of struck me, is that the idea that it's just the lyric of the chorus, we are golden. I don't really resonate with what he is trying to say with that phrase, because golden can mean a few different things. Golden might mean we are good, we are royal, like golden. A golden can mean different things in different contexts. And when he says we are golden, I'm assuming what he means is like we are triumphant, or there's something special or royal about us, that, you know, there's value in all people, is what I assume he's saying. And putting that in context with the video, that would make sense. But still, it's not something that kind of resonates with me off the gate. And because it's such a simple lyric that repeats a lot, I feel like those kind of lyrics you really want to land very clear. That's just me personally. Maybe you feel a bit different about that. Let me know in the comments. But for me, that's a very minor thing, because, like, you know what? Who cares? At the end of the day, it's not a huge deal. But really, really loved it. Most of the lyrics were really, really great. I like how he used more over compression. And even at one point, in fact, I want to identify two sections. There was one section kind of about 3/4 of the way through, or about halfway through, where he just hit this one note in a way that he normally would, but this time more kind of real grit into it. Let's listen to that. See, it was more distorted. He didn't do his normal thing where it might be, you know, a bit more, a mix between wide and rounded and then kind of together at the end of the note. He kind of splattered a bit more, shouted, and with over compression, which, to be honest, on that note isn't something I would personally do. I would tend to over distort it a little bit higher up rather than down in that range. And I think Dimash is probably similar, but he probably just went, just for the recording, let's just do it. I mean, it's probably, I would imagine it's probably something Dimash wouldn't do a lot live, because again, it can tax your voice doing that kind of thing too much, particularly in that range. But sounded really cool, just added that grit. And at the end, he did a pretty crazy run. Let's listen. Yeah, that was really cool. I kind of can't hear the notes because I'm listening on my speakers at the moment, but so he's up there. Up to that note. And see how even then I kind of let it almost over compress and then just kind of release it. That was actually quite a high note. I have no idea what note that is. I don't have my keyboard set up, but pretty high, maybe around A, feels around that. Maybe up to B flat. I don't think it's quite that high. G sharp, A, somewhere around there. But yeah, really, really incredible song. I love the direction he's going in general, in the sense that he is exploring storytelling, because he's got a very storytelling side to him, kind of reminiscent in some ways of, you know, Michael Jackson, who did kind of story-based music videos, but there's been plenty of others since then. At the moment, I'm actually writing my own, I guess it's a novel, but I'm actually thinking of making it a visual novel. I'm working on it at the moment. For anyone who doesn't know, a visual novel is kind of like a novel that you play through, kind of like a game, like can click choices, but it's a story. You watch a story unfold and it's got music to it, like a soundtrack. So I'm writing it at the moment and I'm building the soundtrack, working with an artist. So I'll let you know more about that. But it's funny because mine's a sci-fi kind of future time travel thing, but it's really character driven. It's really about people and their struggles with the world in this kind of crazy world. And it's crazy because now Dimash has released this, and it's different to what I'm doing, but still it's that sci-fi storytelling kind of vibe, which is just cool. Synchronicity again, just the way it is. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. Check out my latest cover. I did a cover of Dimash's Across Endless Dimensions. That'll be in the pinned comment. And be on the lookout for my visual novel. I'll keep you updated with stuff to do with that. So anyway, have a great day, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you all next time.